Alright, what's up, Wheeler Bros? Will told me to grab the camera and just come in the garage. I don't know what he's got planned for today, so I guess we'll have to see.
Hello.
What's going on? What's up?
I got some new stuff.
Oh.
I'll get into it eventually.
Struggling there a little bit, buddy.
Oh, they overpacked everything.
Well, that's good.
Hey, it's my Jafars.
Jafars?
Yeah, well, I mean...
They don't understand that term yet.
Oh, yeah, my new Nerf bars for the Raptor.
His Jafars.
I kinda,
Sorry for the mess, by the way, we're moving.
I kinda, broke that.
Do that again? It wasn't quite focused.
Kinda broke that at cores.
Yeah, it's just a little broken.
So, I'm not going to stick my foot through.
And you're losing, those buckles. So
you know what?
we decided to upgrade.
You know what?
These are the ones I was gonna get for mine, but I cheaped out and went with cheaper ones.
You know what? I can't get to the box. Let me show you the other new thing instead. We'll save this for another video.
Oh, there's another new thing?
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Now, before I show you this, I'm gonna tell you straightforward. This is Facebook Marketplace, and I know what you're thinking.
Oh, great.
I know what you're thinking. This is the second piece of crap that I bought from, or no, it'd be my third Banshee 400EX, and then my new piece of resistance that came from Facebook Marketplace.
You're beating me now.
I now own 4 four-wheelers.
You're beating me for Facebook Marketplace pieces of junk.
I own 4 four-wheelers now. Now, I need your honest reaction.
Okay. Here, do you wanna?
It needs no. I'll let you talk to the camera about this because
I will say I've seen very minimal
you
pictures.
have not seen what it looks like now. That was a very, very, very old picture of that bike. If you would come this direction.
Okay. Full. I'm not gonna look yet. I'm just gonna come over here. All right. Am I good?
Yeah. This is what I want to show you.
Oh. It's gray.
I bought this.
That's it?
Yeah, just this.
Okay, let's actually.
Oh, and that. I mean.
Ooh.
I mean, it came with it.
Ooh, I don't. The plastics are.
It is high quality though. I mean, I don't know why the
gray
rest of that
primer.
came with it.
It's gray primer. So what we got here? What we got here?
So, actually, I don't even have to tell you. This is my favorite part. Come look at this. There is a factory sticker right here that tells you exactly what it is. It is a it doesn't give you the year.
TRX 450 ER.
It is a 2008.
It's an 8. It is an 8. See the ER 8? That's what that means.
And it's also got the VIN number right there on the front because somebody learned their lesson from not finding the VIN number on the 400. So
this is a lot smaller than I thought it would be.
Yeah, the engine, when I first saw it, the engine looked a lot smaller.
Yeah, there is no head on it. So what's the deal with that?
So the gentleman, by the way, I did get permission to say his name. I will not say his last name. His name is Mr. D. I talked with him on Facebook Marketplace about purchasing this vehicle, and he was more than willing to hold it for us while we were waiting to get to it and all that stuff like that. He shipped this off to an individual that is a friend of his that's a mechanic that took the head off of it to be able to work on it to get it running. He said that there was some stuff, he didn't specify, that it was running, then it wasn't running, but he could push start it to run, so it means it could run.
So the starter went out most likely.
So the starter was bad, yes. And the clutch was messed up as well at some point. So he replaced both of those things, and now we have this. It was taken apart in a garage somewhere, and it collected a little bit of dust. As you can tell from the A-arms, it's got this weird, like, clay.
It's been sitting for a little bit. It looks that looks like wood dust.
Well, that was my other guess, carpentry shop. So essentially,
ooh, what does that say?
I don't know.
Tag, I think.
I'm bad at reading.
All I know is that's an aftermarket. That's aftermarket front stable or front steering stem. So that's cool. We can just replace the bushing. mine does that. That's no big deal. Here,
I
don't even know if I got that on camera, but do that again. Yeah, that's fine.
You can hear it down there.
Yeah, mine does that.
So, when we picked it up, we took a look at it. Everything looked good. Nothing was broke on it. I think, yeah, this is the tab I was telling you about that's gone. Right there.
Oh yeah, that's no big deal. We can actually buy a new one of those.
It had Nerf bars on here at one point, because you can see where the rope was cut off of it. But,
yeah. At least we have the foot pegs. They just need to be tightened up. I can tell you this is a brand new chain.
Yes, it is.
That is brand spanking new. That is the same chain, I believe. If it is a Sunstar, that is the same chain I have on mine, and this thing is bulletproof.
No, we have the head in that box over there with miscellaneous bolts. We have the pitcock and carburetor connected to each other right there. We have the entire lower assembly with all the way up to where the head used to go. And the wiring harness is all right here. So, if you've seen any of our other videos, this would look like that. This was a good buy.
We can, what was the original? Oh, this is another thing. I think, I don't know, I'm not a big 400 guy, but
450.
Or 450 guy.
450.
450 guy. But I think that's a oversized gas tank. I don't know for sure if it'll focus. There we go. I think that's an oversized gas tank because it looked bigger than OEM, but I'm not sure. I think these.
Look at the crank too, just to see if there's any metal shavings, and we didn't see any.
I think these are rebuilt as well. You look at this wheel. I think that's Derisi Racing. I don't know what that. Yeah, the cam looks good. There's no grooves or anything on the cam. This has been apart relatively recently because there is a oil still in the head, so that's good. Yeah, that's Unicam. That's just single overhead cam.
Yeah.
That's no. I'm not gonna say that is a 450 head quite yet, just because you know what happened last time. But I think that is.
I'm confused about this.
That was that's an old style steering stabilizer.
That is?
Yes.
Oh.
There's the shock's not there. You can text the guy and see if he still has a shock, but probably not.
I mean,
normally this is flipped around if it'll focus on me. Let me see. The coolant jackets, which is actually a good thing because this thing, it does not mean it's been sitting for long.
No, the guy said he had a couple of other projects he was working on, Banshee, a three-wheeler, stuff like that.
I see the Tommy chain. There is a Tommy chain in there. That's good.
Yeah, that's what we were worried about. It had fallen down into it whenever the guy took it apart. So I mean, we're just gonna have Kyle take a look at it, look in and make sure that everything is good with it. If there's any issues wiring wise, I'm gonna slur that, wiring wise. There we go. We're gonna rewire everything.
When we get our powder coating stuff, we can powder coat this. We can powder coat this rear section because it just bolts on.
Subframe.
Yep.
So that will definitely be.
That looks like a new starter, actually. Actually, never mind. No, I'll take that back because it's zinc coated bolts. Carb is kind of crusty. It's got an aftermarket, or that looks aftermarket. I don't know if that's like a fuel adjustment screw or throttle or something. I have no idea. I'm not real big on carburetors yet. So
yeah, and that's my biggest thing is I don't want to like over stipulate because I have no idea of half the stuff I'm looking at. I just know based off of.
I do like what I see. Biggest thing about the place obviously is check the motor, make sure it's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him dig into it. Take a look at everything.
Radiator.
Give it a once through.
Radiator. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that. That is. I don't know what that's to. This is concerning a little bit. Cut wires.
Yeah, the wiring harness needs some love because everything is here, and all of the like indicators is wired through here. There is a key too.
That's. Oh, that's good. We need to get wiring schematics. I really don't want to buy a whole new harness. That would suck. But
I mean, if it needs it, it needs it. That's one thing. But I mean,
chunky air filter.
yeah.
tires are kind of worn, but you know, whatever. They're still good.
We need to get the engine on first, and then after that we'll cover other details. But this is the, that's the head and stuff like in there. I don't know if you got that on camera or not.
Yeah, I got a little bit of it on camera.
But needs a new set of plastics.
That's why it's sitting like that. That tire's flat.
Yeah, it's not tweaked at all. It's just weird.
Got a, we need to get a new skid plate for it.
Yeah, all the underguards.
I'm hoping. Yeah, grease everything up, but I'm hoping these were recently rebuilt because they have a sticker on it, but maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's looks like mine is fine. Seat's in good condition though.
feel it. The texture is of the scrappy seat.
Oh yeah. Scrappy 2.0.
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because
Why not?
the difference between that piece of crap and this piece of crap
Ryan.
is that this piece of crap is
This one
faster.
doesn't run.
Not yet.
Okay.
One afternoon to Kyle and this sapsucker can run.
Well, okay, you gotta admit, when I was building Scrappy, I had like a $300 budget.
What do you think I have with this?
Well, you have a bigger budget than I do.
I do not.
We're both making a lot more money than we did back then.
Well, I have a bigger budget because I borrowed most of my bigger budget for this sapsucker. Yeah. Which I have to return that bigger budget.
Did it come with headlights?
No, it didn't. It has a hood though. He said it's aftermarket. I don't think it's aftermarket.
It is aftermarket, but it's like an Amazon special.
I told you it looked like the big gun. It just wasn't a big gun.
Let's see if there's any markings or anything on it.
No, but
It's
that.
definitely not a big gun. Big gun's like flat.
Yeah, but you get the. It's got the rounded with the. By the way, watch your hand on the other side. It's very sharp.
Yeah, I know.
Stuck somewhere, they can just like push off and oh.
Yeah, but
Are you recording?
I am now.
I look like a fat kid in the candy shop. Well, just in a candy shop, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's-
a fat kid.
But no, it's. I mean, you can already tell you're like way lower to the ground.
This is my investment. You didn't see the other stuff, did you?
What other stuff?
The Honda stuff, the other Honda stuff, the 400. You would be sighing of relief if you knew the atrocious nature of the other stuff.
I feel like she did see a little bit of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit of that.
Don't you trust your son's judgment whenever it comes to buying random pieces of crap on the internet?
God help us.
Yeah.
Is there a gas tank for that?
Uh huh. Everything's there.
Okay.
Everything's here.
Everything's here.
It just needs to tell me you were recording whenever she was slightly disappointed in my decision.
I don't think I was. I think I stopped at that point.
She come walking in.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, your son did it again. He made a bad decision.
But yeah,
I mean, to be fair.
you wanna just set the gas tank and plastics on there?
Yeah.
Here, we'll be right back. And boom, looks so much better already. I kind of dig the gray, but I don't think it should stay.
Hey, that rhymed.
It's gray primer, but it definitely looks better. The rear plastics,
Meh.
they're kind of trashed.
Mid.
They're kind of trashed. The front plastics may be savable. We might could fill some of those holes and do whatever, but we may just leave it. Obviously gonna strip it down, get the white back. I think we were talking we're either gonna do the front plastic's white and the rear blue, or the front blue and the rear white. We haven't decided yet.
Whatever I can afford.
Yep. But yeah, everything else, it's sitting wonk because that tire is flat. But I mean, everything else looks good. All it just needs is a good look through from the engine, put back together, a wash, and then some TLC.
3 things. Number 1, fix what we have right now. After we fix what we have right now, we upgrade what we have right now. After that, she should be ready to roll. That's the third and last thing is roll.
Honestly, once we fix it, we don't even need to upgrade it. We can test it and farm and.
Well, the upgrading portion that I'm talking about is like upgrading stuff that needs to be upgraded. Like obviously foot pegs need to be touched up before we go ride it somewhere. Because if you lose your footing and touch the ground that close, you're going underneath the bike.
Yeah.
I've already done that once. I'm not doing it again. And obviously plastics. I don't really care about plastics right now. Obviously, we need to get the core of the bike running first, and then we'll worry about accent pieces after. But
yeah, we can ride it with just a seat.
For no. I said this to my dad last night on the way home. Yesterday morning, we left the house with, well, I'm going to classify Andrews as a racing bike because he plays second. So we had 2 racing bikes. Now we have 3.5.
Or 2.5.
3.5 that's at the farm.
I'd say 2 3/4 right now.
4 score and set. I'm just kidding. But you get the point. This is a huge start versus the 400EX that we thought was a Banshee. That's not a Banshee. That's a 400EX.
Yeah, we're just idiots. Also, are these GBCs?
I didn't check, but they look.
They are. I think.
It should be if the.
Yep, they are.
Yeah, it should be the
GBCs.
6-ply, but it's just worn down. The same
So they're
style
literally
like
the
that.
exact same tire you have on yours.
The only difference is that it's a Honda and it's worn down. I don't know what that really did need to be said. It's pretty obvious, but you get the point. So now we're just gonna do some stuff. We'll keep you guys posted for it. D, if you watch this video, thank you, man. All this stuff is awesome. I appreciate you for keeping this in such good quality, so we can do some stuff with it. So thank you for blessing us, and hopefully some of that money that we gave you blesses you and your family. But that's pretty much it for today's video. We've got everything here and ready to roll. I'm excited to put this thing together. Now we just need to take it to our favorite mechanic, Kyle.
A&M Cycles, baby.
Yes. I'm doing the branding so I can put one of the branding stuff on screen. Right there. You like it? You like it? Yeah.
Yeah, I do like it.
Go to Wheeler Bros Production for something that's like that.
We can make you logos.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we got. This is a good project. This is a good base. Now I just need to find me one.
I beat you to it.
And convince. Yeah, I've been trying to find one for a little bit, and convince.
Well, to be fair, what's mine is yours and what's yours is mine.
Yeah.
On the channel, at least, obviously. I'm
Yeah.
not going to take your money. So if I get this thing running and you want to hit the drag strip with it, so be it. You better bring me home a dub, though.
I'll do my best. You know my luck with drag strips. I get to the final flipping around, and then I get a highly modified bike.
Yeah, but that was your bike. This is my bike.
Yep.
So, the XFR Nerf bombs.
The Jafars.
Different video.
That'll be in the next video.
Oh, yeah, next video. But you have to subscribe for more. So be sure to go click the button in the outro menu
Yep.
to subscribe for more.
Yeah, we'll. You know what we'll do? We'll redo the how to install Nerf bars on your bike, because that video was jank when we first started our channel. So we'll do it
I
again.
think we're still jank, but just not as bad.
We're in it. We're different jank. Different jank. Anyway, see you guys later.
Now we the coldest. I'm on 10 with my woadies. Shout out my homies, we gon' ball for them trophies. Like they can't hold me, thinking God, I've been chosen. Go through the motions all them times, I was hopeless. Now we the coldest.
Look, I've been trying to tell y'all since like 1-3. Got my soul up in the trunk, get my car, got the key. Spirit trying to talk.